Hey YouTube, this is my quick review of the Super 64 from E.O.N. It's this little box here. For some reason they sent me two and I still haven't figured out what to do with this one. And here you can see it's running Pokemon Stadium. So, before I looked at the GameCube adapter. This is from a different company called Insurrection, but it uses the same technology as the E.O.N. What's this one called? GCHD. And so you can see a couple of examples here. So this is just a cheaper version of this. And here then they made the N64 adapter. But the difference between the two is the GameCube was actually capable of doing HD natively through the composite, or the, what do you call them, the component cables, but those were really rare and really expensive, so it took them years and years, so they were finally able to get the technology inside this to use for HDMI. But this, the N64 never had HDMI or any high resolution, anything like that. So essentially the GameCube was 480p, the N64 is 240p, and most TVs are 1080, or this is a 4K TV, so it'll be 144p, 144,000, I don't know, whatever. So anyway, a lot of pixels. So if you imagine they're squares, 240p stretching the whole way up. That's what happens when you plug your AV cables in to HD TV. It just stretches it up and it makes it look awful. But this actually makes it 480p if you press info on the TV. Well, it's actually 576p, well, and 50 Hz because it's Europe. So anyway, get into Pokemon. It does that for some reason, I don't know why, but the signal cuts out sometimes. It's awful on a capture card, but it might be just my capture card. It just doesn't seem to work at all. Right, so I'm just gonna do it. Actually, I'll just do a quick battle. Battle now. So this is just, I like to, it's a lot of money to buy one of these things, but for me it's like future proofing your N64. You know, as TVs come out, they start abandoning the AV and SCART and all these different cables. This one luckily has component, but it still looks awful. I mean, if you have the option, you can. It just doesn't. Another thing about this is, does it say? No mods required. No input lag. So that's a big selling point for me. I'll just pick random. So it slightly upscales the N64 to 480p, which is the lowest possible HD resolution. But for the N64 it's going to look brilliant. This doesn't, if you're used to playing on emulators, it's not going to look that good. But I mean, this is the N64 console and it looks great. But if it looks too pixelated, there's a button on the side of the. Did my Pokemon just it's just a demonstration anyway. So keep an eye on this text. See the There's a smoothing option on the side of it, on the side of the adapter. It looks great depending on which game it is. It smooths out text brilliantly. Look at E.O.N. I'm not even paying attention to what moves I'm using. That's Pokemon Stadium's so cheap. I swear, like, CPU cheats all the time. I'll try Leech Seed. So basically, it's just plug and play. Can you play your N64 on any TV and it's going to look great? I mean, as good as the N64 can without modding it or using an emulator. Another thing, if you're capturing footage and your capture card works, it's going to be, the footage is going to be the proper aspect ratios, the square that was used in the TVs years ago. But if it's widescreen or full like that, you're going to have to change it on your TV. Just go to 4:3, and that's apart from GoldenEye and right. The announcer's losing his patience. Apart from GoldenEye and a couple of other games, no other N64 games are meant for widescreen. At least I got one KO. So what else can you say? It's just a easy plug and play adapter. They accidentally sent me two, and I'm not sure what to do with this one. Don't worry, I'm not giving it away on online or anything. I'm probably gonna give it to a friend if anybody has an N64 that I know, or just keep it. Some people say you can cut them up. They work with a Super Nintendo, because I haven't seen any good Super Nintendo adapters yet. I also like his leaflets, the poster things. I don't know. I actually played through Star Fox from start to finish, and it's brilliant. I switch games to Mario. Here's another thing. If you turn it on without a game inside, it should give you, yeah. So whereas before it would just give you a black screen, so you don't know if it's working or not. Now you know if it's working or not. So here's Super Mario 64. I figure people might know this one better, so they can tell the difference. And of course, with the PAL version, you have these black lines into the top and bottom of the screen. So it looks like it's just running inside a tiny square in the TV. You know what really hit me when I first played it? You know, going from AV to this, I couldn't see those, what are they, flyers? Those white dots. And again, if these jaggies are annoying you, smooth them out. If this looks weird, it's because it's the camera. It looks far better in real life. Also, it's the European version, so it might be slower. There he is, Mario in his 64-bit glory. I'm not sure what else to say, it's just a plug and play adapter. There's no other settings or anything like the GameCube adapter. Just future proofs your N64 for any TV it comes out, or if you just want to play without any delay or lag. Thanks for watching.